It's too early in the morning to hear Sabalenka scream like this. Boy, is she loud. Qinwen Zheng, the other side of the net, playing very risky. But remember, guys, life is risky. No one makes it out alive. As always, this coverage is brought to you via the doctrine of fair use to fair dealing and the digital Millennium Act. For the first 3 quarters of this match, Qinwen played an amazing match, guys, stretching the court with her forehand, showing her footwork, her defense, serving well, and keeping Sabalenka on the back foot, jamming the body, going down the tee. Textbook on how to defeat Sabalenka, keeping the ball in the center of the court. However, guys, the eighth service game, things would change for Qinwen as she was up 15-love, serving 4-3 with the break. She had an open backhand down the line to go up 30-love. And what had happened was she missed it, ladies and gentlemen, and then she would proceed to serve 5 faults in a row. Between the 8th and the 12th service games, Qinwen would serve 9 faults, several double faults. Sabalenka would break back and find herself back in this match, and that has to be disappointing for Qinwen. She played the perfect set. You can see now, forehand to forehand, Qinwen can hang in these rallies with Sabalenka. There's not a strength issue where she's getting overpowered like the previous matchups. However, the main issue is the backhand. Qinwen has double-digit backhand errors. While she's winning the forehand winner count, she clearly needs to get to her forehand. She's making a ton of mistakes on the backhand. And I talk about how Sabalenka pushes a grueling pace. I'm concerned Qinwen's going to run out of gas here and get a little bit tired. However, we've seen Sabalenka take sets off as Sabalenka would storm back and win this first set. It's important for Qinwen to keep mental focus, discipline, but I want to just applaud her because you can see the work that she's putting in the gym. These previous matches with Sabalenka, they've been one-sided, they've been lopsided, they've been blowouts. Qinwen just could not hang. You can see the work she's putting in, and I'm going on a limb here. I'm going to make a prediction. I see Qinwen winning several Grand Slams. Once Sabalenka starts to slow down eventually, if it be a couple years from now, a few years from now, you're going to see Qinwen start to dominate this head-to-head, and you're going to, look, the way she's playing Sabalenka, there's no one on tour, maybe Coco, that can beat this version of Qinwen. I don't think Iga can beat, I don't think Svitolina can. I don't think there's anyone on tour I can think of that can beat this version of Qinwen. Despite losing the first set, ladies and gentlemen, she played well. She's got to keep her confidence because Sabalenka, she's going to have droughts here. You know, this was a very important call here in case you missed it. It wouldn't matter. They'd end up going to the tiebreak anyway, but Qinwen decided not to play this ball. It was clearly in. I'm not sure what she saw. I don't know. I think she really just mistimed it and decided to complain. Reba's looking on, though. He's got to keep Qinwen mentally focused. He's got to keep her pumped up and in good spirits. She can't let her spirits down because once Sabalenka gets going, it can get out of hand pretty darn quickly. You take a look at the first set now. Here's the key. Sabalenka, she's playing the best back. I personally, I think Coco is, but statistically, Sabalenka's playing the best backhand in this tournament. Then we're looking at Coco, Iga. Overall, though, Qinwen of the players left, she's got the worst backhand statistically, and she's struggling with her backhand in this match. But Qinwen has to get the double faults under control. She has to get the faults under control. This is why she lost the first set. What about King and Harrison, ladies and gentlemen? Doubles action going on. I'm glad to see them doing well here. Remember, I covered that challenger match in Florida where they got into a heated exchange with the chair umpire. They had match point. They won the match. And this was on my Good Energy Awards a couple years ago as the worst chair umpire call. They had match point in a tiebreak in a match that was going on over 4 hours, it seemed like. They had match point. They won the point. Their opponents, yes, then complained to the chair umpire that King touched the net, ladies and gentlemen. They complained that King touched the net. The chair umpire was right there looking at the match. And you know what he did? King and Harrison had won the match. He said, you know what? You're right. They did touch the net. This was like a crazy play. Not only did they say they touched the net, they complained that the ball bounced twice and he hit it and touched the net. King Harrison did no such thing. I played the replay and I showed you the chair umpire took the winning point away and made them replay the point, and King and Harrison ended up losing. I'm sorry, they didn't make him replay the point. They took the point away from King and Harrison, the winning point, gave it to the opponent, and then they would end up winning the match. Unbelievable. That was bad. What about Veronika Kudermetova and Jasmine Paolini? Paolini and Sarah Irani up big in this match early on, but Irani down the line made a huge mistake. She couldn't believe it. Iga Svitolina up next. Look, I think Svitolina is going to get the upset. Tennis in a minute. We'll be back.